Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday where we share words of wisdom. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kalia Patton. I pray that your Wednesday is going well. I am doing very well. I'm thanking, praising God for this Thanksgiving that has just passed. And we are so grateful to be here. We're so grateful to enjoy family. All right, now let me give you the topic for today. That topic for today is a statement. This is the statement. I'm not going to obligate myself to a relationship with nobody. Let me say that again. I am not going to obligate myself to a relationship with nobody. Nobody. Why? Because a relationship is a two-way street. A relationship, in order for you to even have a relationship, it must involve more than one person. I am not, and you have to put this in your spirit. You have to receive this for yourself. I am not going to obligate myself to a relationship with nobody. I'm not going to bear this burden by myself. I am not going to carry me and you. You feel what I'm saying? Because, like I said, a relationship is a two-way street. How can we walk together unless we agree? We're in some type of agreement. Apparently, we are not in an agreement. Why? Because you have one person or one party, one individual that is not with you. You see what I'm saying? They may be there physically, but emotionally, spiritually, doing other things outside of that, they're not there. They're absent. They're just a body that's present, and for much, if I can just really chime in and just be a supporter of women. Most women have bared the weight of relationships, especially when they're courting, and then, once they, a lot of times in marriages, it happens too. It happens in courtship, it happens in marriages. Sometimes you can see this thing before you get in this thing, and so when you begin to see those telltale signs, you begin to realize that, look, this is not what I want. I'm not here to be nobody's mother. I'm not here to be nobody's father for the men. I am not here to be the all for anybody. The expectations for me are so high and so elevated. All of these things that I'm expected to do, but I'm just one person. And it involves two people, not just one. So if we are coming together, we're sharing the load. We are interchanging. We are in dialogue. We are in connection. We are co-laboring together. We are building together. We don't do things separate. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I had to do it separate, I don't need you. If you had to do it all on your own, you don't need the other person. So for you to bear the burden, and for you to sit there and obligate yourself to a relationship, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Not in today's world. Not in this season. Not in as the things are going on now. We're not having that. That can't be happening. That can't be happening with us. You feel what I'm saying? We got to do better. We have to do better. Okay, we got to make better decisions. We got to make sure that we're good mentally, physically, spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Solely. We have to be good. We have to be operating at our 100%. But at least that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to operate in our 100%, But when you're trying to be all and do all, it depletes you. It depletes you of your energy, your drive, your motivation, your goals. When you're even going steadily at a pace and you're trying to make it to the finish line, you can't go, because guess what? You're exhausted. You're feeling faint and weak at heart because you don't have the support. You don't have the help. And you can't obligate yourself. It doesn't matter who it is. Breaking ties with individuals, even family members. When you're bearing the load and you're doing everything and they're not giving anything, 0% to your 100%, you trying to be at 100% for much of the relationship, and you're continuing to stay in that relationship, you're not going to last, because they're going to drain you physically, mentally, spiritually, soully, emotionally. You will be drained. So you have to make those decisions, because you got to be concerned about you. You got to be concerned about your health. You have to be concerned about, your family, your children, your business, your ministry. You can't obligate yourself. And people are doing it. They are doing it. They're doing it. And I see them, and they're steadily declining. Their health is declining. Their morale is declining. It's like their personality is even declining. Why? Because they have allowed one person, one relationship that they're in, to drain them. And we should not get ourselves wrapped up in those types of relationships. Like I said, how can two walk together unless they are in agreement? And you may be walking with someone who may not be in agreement with you all the time, but at least they are working in the relationship with you. They may give you 45%. They may give 35%. You may be able to work with that. But when you're talking about somebody that gives nothing, and you sitting there looking foolish, you sitting up there looking like boo-boo the fool, and so, but because you're giving your all, and the person on the other end, or that the person that's connecting with you, is giving 0%, and it's draining, it's discouraging. It makes you want to give up. A lot of people make them want to give up, because nobody's with me. No one's here in support of what I want to do, what I want to accomplish. And if we're coming together and we're in agreement, we saying we love each other, we concerned about one another, then we should be concerned about one another's needs. It's not all about me, but there are times when it will be some things that I'm concerned about that I need you to be concerned about. And vice versa. There'll be some things that they may be concerned about that we would need to be concerned about as individuals. But if we can't come together at any point, what's the point of us continuing in the relationship? You see what I'm saying? What purpose are we serving? Because if we're not in the business of nurturing and supporting one another, then what kind of business are we operating? You wasting my time. We may as well shut that business down. It's not productive. We're not producing. It's not helping. You feel what I'm saying? It's not helping me. It's not helping you. So why are we still trying to connect? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're wasting time. We're wasting time. So the topic, the statement, I'm not going to obligate myself to a relationship with nobody. You're going to have to meet me at least halfway. You're going to have to meet me where I'm at. I'm not going to give all my time and exhaust myself, to someone who won't give me anything in return. You're just leeching off of me. You're pulling out of me. You're not helping me to build and grow and flourish, but you're depleting me. You pulling my energy source. I'm not going to allow you to continue to pull my energy source. I can't allow you to drain me dry. You feel what I'm saying? When we're supposed to be edifying one another, when we're supposed to be building one another up, you tearing me down. I can't grow. I feel like I'm wilting. I'm dying. You see what I'm saying? So let's check these relationships out. Like I said, it can be spousal. It can be, relationships on your job, relationships in ministry. And I do believe in counseling. I do believe in all of that. But when all of your resources, everything that you are using or have used is not working, it's still no improvement, some got to give. Some got to give. And you have to be the proactive person to just go on ahead and make that decision. Look, I cannot allow you to continue to drain me. I have things to do, places to be. I have a family that needs me. I can't keep pouring out to you and I receive nothing. I can't keep giving out and I'm drained, and I feel depleted. I can't keep doing it. I can't keep wrestling with these thoughts in my head every day about, how this relationship is not productive for me. So I'm going to have to make a conscious decision to do something. And we all in those situations where we've had to do that. Some of us are in it currently, where we having to cut off some folk. We're having to disconnect ourselves from certain relationships. It's just what it is. We're all human. And there are things that we get involved in, and initially everything looks good, but once you really start getting into it, really start getting to the meat of it, then you see that, oh man, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I thought it would be. And that person is not even trying to make amends, trying to meet me anywhere. So evaluate your relationships. You got to get into your spirit to say, I'm not going to obligate myself to these things. I'm not going to obligate myself to cook, to do this, to do that, to every function that go on. People are using and abusing, me. You know what I'm saying? You have feelings, and people have to realize, thank you goes a long way. And then actually doing things for people, it goes a long way. Not just, thank you. But then you're actually doing something. You actually encouraging somebody. Or you may just say, look, let me take you out to eat, or let me do this for you. Those things are helpful. But when we're talking about you just depleting somebody, you just using them and abusing them, people ain't having it. And like I said, this Gen Z generation, hey, they're not having it. They're not going to allow you to do that to them. Okay, they'll walk away and won't even give you an explanation. A lot of them. But this is the topic for today. I pray that something that was said has encouraged you to do the very things that we have been discussing, to just kind of look at the relationships you've been in, that you're currently in, and just kind of do an observation. Really look into it and see, am I really benefiting from these connections? Am I really benefiting from these relationships? Because you're trying to go somewhere. You're trying to be successful. You're trying to progress. You're trying to elevate. You're not trying to regress. Okay? You want to be successful, but success and regression can't coincide together. So you want to be on the end of success, and you want to be moving in a positive direction, moving forward. Okay? All right. So God bless you all, and we will be back for another Wow Wednesday. All right? Bye-bye.